you all are doing good. So we have already done many lectures on real number such as Euclid division lemma, Euclid division algorithm. But in CBSE board, Euclid division lemma has been deleted. So I would request you, if you've already read, then very good. And if you have not read Euclid division, I think lemma. If you have not read the Euclid division lemma, then don't read. Okay. But if you want to read, then you can go on. Now we are doing the fourth type of successive division method, that is word problem. We've seen the successive division method of method 1, method 2, method 3, and this one is I think type 4. In type 4 I see many subcases. Subcase 1, subcase 2 we have already seen. This is a subcase 3 where you have to find the length. Find the length, I think not only length, find the longest rod that can measure the dimension. That means we have to find a minimum dimension that can measure something. Minimum dimension measure something. What? Don't worry, I am going to explain it everything now. In this question, what they have said, so let's learn this one. So, if the length, breadth, and height of a room are this, and this, so you just think of the room in which you are sitting. Okay, so your room is having a length, a breadth, and a height. Okay, so for example, let me choose this one. Okay, so this is a box. This having a length, breadth, and a height. Okay, now what they have said, find the longest rod that can measure the dimension of the room exactly. So they have told us to find the longest rod. The length of the rod should be the longest one. So actually the flash is going on and I am unable to see the camera properly, so sometimes I am blinking my eyes. Okay, so they have said find the longest rod that can measure the dimension of the room exactly. So let's say I think this is the longest rod and this is the room. So how we are going to measure it? So if we measure the height 1 time, 2 time. Okay, see 1 time, 2 time. By giving 2 time we can easily measure the height. Similarly, breadth 1 time, 2 time. By using this one we can easily measure the breadth and the length one. So this one, just a minute, this one 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. So by using this one we can easily measure this height, breadth, and length. But the main question is not how to find. The main question is whether it will be LCM or HCM. So how will you understand whether it will be a LCM one or the HCM? So the best trick is, I am going to say you a very good trick. First, I have already seen the previous lecture how to solve this one. So the basic question is 3 dimensions are given. 3 length or 3 dimensions are given. Now you have to think. By seeing the question you have to first understand the final result will be a smaller or greater than each of them. So it will be easier for you. What is given? Meter and centimeter. Meter, centimeter. Meter, centimeter. Since it is given in meter and centimeter, so let's first convert all the units into centimeter. Okay, come. 8 meter, 50 centimeter. So that is 850 centimeter. Then what is 6 meter, 25 centimeter. That is 625 centimeter. And what is another one? 4 meter, 75 centimeter. That is 475 centimeter. So we know the length, breadth, and height of the room. So find the longest rod that can measure the dimension of the room. So in this case, I have taken the length this one. So using this we can easily measure. But if you have taken the length less than this one, let's say this much. If you take this much, then see 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. See, some extra portion is coming. We are unable to measure the length fully with this length. Okay, let's see this one. 1 time, 2 time, 3 times. See, little bit extra part is coming. Similarly with this one, that means this is the longest length by which we can measure this one. But if you take like something greater, let's say this one, so we can't measure. If we take something smaller, we need more number of times to measure. But actually, we are using some scale. Here, they have asked to find the length of the scale. So this is a 15 centimeter scale. You can easily see classmate 15 centimeter scale. But here they ask, you can measure the whole room using a scale. You have to need a rod. So they have asked, find the length of the rod. The length of the rod could be this one, this much, or maybe less or more. But the rod should be measured in such a way that it goes exactly n number of times. Let's say n number of times for this one, n1 number of times for this one, and n2 number of times this one. N1, n2, n3 means, wait, 2 times. So 2 times this scale, 2 times. Let's say this one is n times, this one 2 times, n1 times. This one, let's say I think it has gone 4 times. Let's say n2 times is 4. So minimum number of times, you should go minimum number of times. The number of times should be minimum and the length should be maximum. So how we are going to do this one? So I have given you a trick, and the trick was, you have to think, if they have given length, so the answer will be in length only. You know this one. Now the next question is, the given answer are this one, the given lengths are this one, and you have to first guess what will be the final result. And by seeing this result and seeing the question, you can easily understand that the final result or the final length will be smaller than the given 3 length. Understood? If you know them, understood, and listen. Let's say this one is given like 10 centimeter, then 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. If you take a scale of, let's say, 0.6 centimeter, 0.6, you won't be able to measure it correctly. Some little extra part will be there. But what they have asked is, take the scale in such a way it goes exactly integer type or natural number types. Okay, let's say 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, but the time should be minimum and the length should be maximum. So in this case, the length of the scale will be either lowest of all this or lowest from this lowest one. That means the final result will not exceed this given 3 number. And I've already said you a trick in, if the final result doesn't exceed the given result, then it will be the HCF. You understood? So that means, if the length, breadth and height of the room are this, and this, then find the longest rod that can measure the dimension of the room exactly. So what is the length of the longest rod? You can easily find the length of the longest rod by doing the HCF of the given lengths. By doing HCF. So 850, 5 less 1 times, 3, 35, 35, 0. Again 5 times, 5 3 are 15, 20, 4, 2 times, 17. So 625. So 5 times 1, 2, 5. 5 times 25. 5 times 5. And what about the 475? 5 times 4 is 4 9s are 45. What do you get to? 95. Again 5 times 1, 19 days. So this one is 5 square into 2 into 17. Is this visible? Is this visible? Yeah, this is visible. So this one is 5 square into 2 into 17. This one is 5 to the power 4, and this one is 5 square into 19. Now, if you are going to find the HCF, then you are going to take the minimum power or the power that is going in common, highest common factor. The common factor you are going to take, and you are going to take the highest of the common factor. Okay. So here 5 to the power 2. You can write 5 to the power 4 as 5 square into 5 square. That will be 5 square into 5 square. Here 5 square is common in all the 3 cases. This means HCF is 5 square, that is 25. And listen, don't forget to write the unit in this type of problem. If you forget to write the unit, then they will deduct either 1 mark or half mark. Okay, so be careful. Okay, so this will be 25 centimeter. So find the longest rod that can measure the dimension of the room exactly is 25 centimeter. Okay, so these are problem, and I am going to solve another few problem like number of rooms problem in the next lecture. Okay, so till that, keep learning, stay healthy. Bye bye.